John was a quiet man who enjoyed the simple things in life. One afternoon, he walked into a small cafe and ordered a slice of apple pie. To him, it was nothing special, but to the two men standing behind him, it was apparently something to laugh about. Apple pie? Who even eats that anymore? One of them said, laughing. John calmly turned around and looked at them. Do you guys have a problem with the fact that I like apple pie? The two men, Terry and Luca, laughed even harder. Don't act so tough around us, Terry said. You have no idea who you're talking to. I honestly don't care who you are, John replied. Before anyone could react, Terry shoved John to the ground. John quickly got back on his feet. The calm expression on his face was gone. With one powerful punch, he hit Terry square in the face. Terry stumbled backward. Luca immediately charged at John and tried to throw a punch, but John stepped aside just in time. Before Luca could recover, John landed a hard punch to his jaw, knocking him unconscious. Terry stared at his friend in shock before turning around and running away. John simply shrugged, finished his apple pie, and calmly walked out of the cafe. 5 minutes later, Terry returned. This time, he wasn't alone. Beside him stood a tall, muscular man with a cold look in his eyes. Anyone who knew him understood that he wasn't someone you wanted to cross. His name was Michael. Michael slowly looked around the cafe. Where's the guy who attacked my men? Terry shrugged. No idea. He probably ran away. Michael walked toward the woman behind the counter. Tell me where he went. The woman trembled with fear. He said he was going to the park. Michael turned around. Luca, Terry, let's go. Not long after, they arrived at the park. John was sitting quietly on a bench when Michael stopped in front of him. Are you the one who beat up my employees? John looked at him. I have no idea what you're talking about. Michael smiled. Wrong answer. Without warning, Michael threw a heavy punch. John staggered backward before charging back at him. He faked a left hook, then suddenly changed direction and dove for Michael's legs. His first attempt failed. He tried again. This time, it worked. Michael crashed to the ground, and John landed several quick punches before Michael stopped moving. John took a deep breath. That was easier than I expected. But before he could relax, he felt a heavy blow to the back of his head. Terry and Luca had attacked him from behind. Everything went black. When John opened his eyes, he found himself tied up inside a dark room. Standing in front of him was Michael, as if nothing had happened. Who are you? John asked. And what do you want from me? Michael remained silent for a moment before slowly pulling a blood-stained knife from his jacket. They call me Michael the Killer. John swallowed nervously. Why? Michael looked down at the knife. That's why. He slowly stepped forward. You attacked my men. That means you've made yourself my problem. Michael lunged forward with the knife. John managed to break free and dove out of the way. The first strike barely missed him. He desperately searched for an exit, but there wasn't one, as Michael attacked again. John instinctively raised his hand to protect himself. The blade pierced straight through his hand. The pain was unbearable. Even so, he refused to give up. Using his free hand, John repeatedly punched Michael in the face. By the way, John said, breathing heavily, where are your 2 employees? Michael laughed. Why do you think this knife was already covered in blood? John froze. No, they were no longer useful. The shock caused John to lose focus for just a second. That was all Michael needed. He slammed John to the ground and managed to take the knife back. John fought as hard as he could, but his strength was fading fast. Moments later, he lay motionless. Michael slowly stood up and began walking toward the exit with a smile on his face. Suddenly, he heard footsteps behind him. John was still alive. With the last bit of strength he had left, John grabbed the knife from the floor and drove it straight into Michael's chest. Michael screamed in pain. Both men collapsed onto the ground. A few moments later, people outside heard the screams coming from the building and immediately called an ambulance for John. Help arrived too late. He died from his injuries. Michael, however, survived. Because no one knew who he really was, he was eventually released without suspicion. Somewhere in the shadows of the city, Michael the Killer continued his bloody career.